Good morning, Denise. I want to get with you real quick on the restoration that we looked at the other day. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to kind of zoom in and move around a little bit, and you can get a little bit better handle on what we're going to be looking at. The first thing I'm going to do is bring it in, so kind of bear with me here a little bit. And I always like to look at faces. So let's start kind of over here. Let me zoom in one more time. And this will really give you a couple things you'll be able to see. Now I'm going to bring it over. You can see the amount of damage around that we're pretty much aware of. But as we zoom in, and this again is a very high resolution, it's going to enable us to really do some work on it. I'm going to zoom in one more time. And this is the left-hand corner. And one of the things I find kind of interesting is we didn't see in the original photograph, of course, are the little sets of earrings. And you can see the eyes are really, really dominant on this. And the little necklace that we have around, or the pin. Now, sometimes a lot of people will have a family heirloom that was handed down, and they never realize who or might have seen this. So if some of your relatives that are looking at this image recognize the pendant around the neck, it might be helpful. And here we go. Going to look at the eyes here a little bit. And I'm going to just quickly zoom out just a hair so we can have a full feature of the face. And you can see the damage. I don't have to point this out. It's a little bit of damage everywhere. You can see what I'm going to have to work with. And we're going to come on up to the next lady. And again, you can see the pendant that might be available. And also, the one thing that I have noticed are the high-shouldered dresses. Some of the images that Lynn had from her parents showed those, and her family was from Austria. And they were from up north. They were from Minnesota. And this might be something to kind of go along with. Now I'm going to zoom in on this particular pendant. And you can see it looks like there's an image of a child, believe it or not, inside. That's interesting. I'm going to try one more time. Well, maybe I was wrong. But I'm going to leave it at this particular zoom. Now, you can really see the damage that I'm going to have to work with. And I find it interesting. I look at these eyes, and they just tell so much about a person. Somebody took a little ink pen here to it. And I'm going to zoom out just a hair so that you can actually see the image. I'm going to move over. You can see all the scratches. And I'm going to zoom out just a hair. Oop, went in. While we're there, we'll just look at the eyes. And you never know, you might have the pair of glasses somewhere in a trunk. This is she has a stare on her that just she's definitely staring at something here. Let's bring her back over. And you can look at the bottom of the image. We'll look at some hands. And as I mentioned to you, it's really interesting how the hands will tell you a lot about a person. Very, very muscular hands. And we'll kind of come on up just a little bit. And the one thing I noticed is that there aren't any rings on the lady's hands. And we're going to come over into the little baby picture. And I think you mentioned this was your grandmother, so let me zoom in and get a real good close-up here. I don't know if she's asleep or if she's awake. And we'll look at the hands. And again, as I'd mentioned, there doesn't seem to be any ring. Maybe there might be one right along in there. It kind of went out on me here for a second. Let me bring us back in. There we go. And let's see what type of shoes, if we have any shoes. But you can see the amount of damage that I'm going to be working with. Some of the damage is just not going to be repairable. Something that we have right here in the middle, as you can see, where this is just going to be really a difficult time on this one. And let's see what we've got here. Let's bring her out one more time. And kind of give you another shot of the family right there. Bring it down. Now, of course, you can send this out. What's the email? You can just forward this if you have any brothers and sisters. I think you mentioned you had some. And I'll get started on this. It'll take a while, and we'll just kind of take it from there. If you have any questions about the image itself, all you have to do, you have my home phone number, and I think you have my cell phone number, and you also have my email address, so I should be real easy to get in touch with. Again, if there are any questions, give me a call, and I'll work with you the way I can. Have a good day, and bye-bye now.